When she was singing, she would sing and everything would be in, she'd be putting everything into a performance. Anything that she had, it was all there. There was no holding back with Aaliyah. One of the brilliant things about Aaliyah and working in the studio, having worked in the studio quite a bit with a lot of great vocalists I have, Aaliyah was very simple. She wanted it to be right, but she didn't spend all day going after it. And she also had the sensibility to believe people around her when it was actually good. You know, many vocalists, they go in and they don't want to believe everybody, and they'll sit there all day trying to achieve something that they're not going to achieve, or that basically at the end of the day it's going to be 1% more and you're going to spend the whole day. And she just knew instinctively how to go for what was relevant and what was basically most of what she had. And every now and then she'd go, I can do that better. And she'd go back in, but she was very discerning about everything she did, but she didn't get crazy with it. We did Try Again right here in this studio that we're sitting in. But you know, I'd go out in the mic room every time and when we'd be doing something, and in the middle of it, I'd say to Aaliyah, you know, you're just too nice. I mean, you could do anything you wanted to. You could be like just, you know, having a bad day and be just a little bit feisty or whatever. She never was. She was always just so nice and polite. It killed me. I loved it.
Aaliyah got a taste for Hollywood when she performed at the Academy Awards in 1998. Her song, Journey to the Past, from the soundtrack to the film Anastasia, had been nominated for an Oscar.
Well, I think that she was a very natural performer in front of the camera. She was someone that wanted to get into acting for the longest time, and she's someone who, back when she was a grade school student, she was performing, you know, Annie in school. So she wanted to get into the acting part of the music business, and so it was a natural extension for her after she sort of hit it big as a singer to move into acting.
I love music with my heart, and I love acting as well. There's some similarities, but yet there are a lot of differences as well, and I like doing both. And with acting, I get to explore a different side of myself. It can be very cathartic in a lot of ways, and the same with music, so I don't want to abandon one for the other. I want to try to do both as long as I can.
Aaliyah had always dreamt of acting in the movies, and in 1999 she accepted a lead role in the film Romeo Must Die, alongside action star Jet Li. The film was an immediate success with her fans.
I wanted this role because I felt we were similar in a lot of ways. She's a tough girl, she's independent, but she loves her family.
In Queen of the Damned, the sequel to the incredibly successful Interview with the Vampire, Aaliyah was cast as Akasha, Queen of all Vampires.
Well, Aaliyah was a pop star, but she loved the shadows. She loved, you know, dabbling in strange, cutting-edge things. She told me once that she had all these Egyptian artifacts around her New York City apartment. And so playing 6,000-year-old vampire queen with roots in Egypt, you know, that was right up her alley. She wanted to explore that side of herself. She didn't just want to be a teen queen. She wanted to be a mature actress, a mature entertainer.
It's definitely fun to explore that side of yourself, and the side of yourself that you keep hidden in your everyday life, because you know you're not supposed to go there unless it's absolutely necessary. And yeah, it's fun to just be that mean, evil person.
Aaliyah turned to dialect coach Sam Schwa when she needed to master a unique voice for the role of Akasha. When the Hollywood stars want to learn a new accent, they see Sam. Julia Roberts, Leonardo DiCaprio, and even Robert De Niro have changed their accents with Sam for movie roles.
Aaliyah was referred to me by Harold Guskin. He's a world-famous acting coach, and when you get a call from Harold, you sit up straighter because you know that this is an important call. Actually, at my age, I was kind of unfamiliar with Aaliyah's music, although I knew her name. And my kids were beside themselves when they heard that she was coming to see me. We managed to meet maybe 3 times a week for maybe 4 to 5 months. And during the filming, which was about 3 months, we met almost every day by telephone. Adjusting for the timing, we were on the phone for about an hour a day before her shooting. After consultation with the director by telephone from Australia and studying with Aaliyah, I realized that her musical sense alone was a great boon in this work, that it would be no problem at all to teach her to, well, in my terminology, transcode her African-American accent to this exotic Egyptian-type accent. She was supposed to speak like a pharaonic woman, a woman from pharaonic Egypt. Well, no one really knows how they spoke because they lost those cassettes a long time ago. But we devised an accent with heavily trilled R's and D's for TH's. We transcoded the script so that she could take it with her to Australia. She was a dream to work with. She had a great deal of charisma. She was very effervescent, just a lot of fun. She was a very ego-free, accessible celebrity and a lot of fun to deal with.
Sadly, Aaliyah died whilst the film was in post-production. Her brother, Rashad, had to complete some of her dialogue. And despite receiving mixed reviews from critics on its release, Aaliyah fans showed their support and love for the star. The film became a #1 box office success.
When she came on screen, you could feel this, oh, at last. We've been watching these ridiculous people in this ridiculous movie, and finally there's someone to watch on screen. And I think you could go into that movie not knowing who she was, not knowing a thing about her, and feel that because of the spark she brings in those scenes. And it seemed to me that she was the only person on screen who had a sense of the ridiculousness and the campiness of the material, and seemed to hit a note that was beyond the other people on screen, certainly beyond Stuart Townsend looking pretty.
When I work with a person, even if I'm on set, I have no idea what the finished product is going to be. In fact, being that I'm not a camera person, I have no concept of what I'm going to see. I was shocked to see her. I was shocked to see how sexual she was, how comfortable she was within the role. And I sort of sensed the fun that she was having behind the darkness, behind the fangs. She was, I thought she was great in the role.